back to Culture Rhymes with Culture. I'm Megan.
I'm Blake.
And yes, we are still in the same clothes. We talked about this last week. This was recorded on the same night. Get over it.
We have stuff to do.
We still cute, okay?
Yeah.
Blake's got to run sound, and I can't do this by myself. So we're recording two today.
I guess I could have done like I'm a guest and called in, have all the background noise of high schoolers practicing for their musical.
Like a high school play.
Yeah.
High School Musical. Oh my God.
It is a good show though that I'm running sound for. I've been to a couple of rehearsals and it is a good musical.
What's the musical? Can you tell us?
Hello, my baby, or hello, baby, hello, darling.
Hello, my baby.
Like
hello, my darling.
yeah, that's what the song is from. Yeah,
that's the one. All right.
Hello, my baby. I think that's what it's called. I don't know, something like that. But it's pretty.
It's a well-known musical. We could probably look up the name and see it.
Yeah, and this is the first time I've really seen it. I had never seen it or like didn't know anything about the show before, and I'm happy with it. I thought it was really funny.
Pleasantly surprised. That's good. Yeah. Isn't it your aunt that does this?
Yeah, she's a theater teacher, and this is her first year at a new school. And I used to run sound for a lot of her shows at her last school, and then she got to this school, and now she's paying me. So,
oh my gosh, that's so cool!
You best believe I'm gonna make time for it.
Can't turn it down.
I would have done it for free because she asked, but
right.
I like the money part better.
If something came up,
yeah,
you're less likely to, leave because you're getting paid. So.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, this is week 2 or episode 2 of #couple goals. Last week we did 10. Go listen. You'll hear what they are. And so this week we're going to do 10 more. And then I'm going to save this list in case we ever run out of things to talk about.
Or we just really want to talk about Patrick again.
Yeah. It all circles back to Patrick. Maybe that should be the name of the last episode.
It should.
It all
Since it's not even 3 minutes in and I've already mentioned him.
I think that's what we need to do. Because it'll be a funny callback to the previous episode. So I'm 100% on board with that. Okay, so
I feel like we had a title for the first one too, and I've already forgotten it.
I do too. I don't remember what it was. I'll when I'm editing, I'll listen for it and then I'll text it to you.
Okay, cool.
Because we won't upload without the other. So
truth.
Okay, so we're gonna do 10 more today. So Blake, 1 through 88. If you say a number you've already said, I'll let you know.
69.
Nice. I have been waiting all night for you to say 69. Okay. It's a real life couple / Love is Dead. So we've actually hit every Oh, no, we haven't. There's one category we haven't hit, but that's okay. But this is Cole Sprouse and Lily Reinhart. I just loved them as a couple.
Yeah.
And they went and broke up.
But didn't they break up so she could find herself or something?
They broke up for a good reason, but I can still be selfish and hate the fact that they broke up.
I think that's fair. I thought they were very cute together, and I loved that it was it was Betty and Jughead. I did love
They met
that.
on Riverdale, yeah. And part of me wonders, was it for publicity?
No. Because they hid it for a really long time. They kept it under wraps for a while.
Yeah.
And you could just see it like that. I know that they cared about each other.
I didn't want to believe. Yeah, I didn't want to believe it was for publicity, but that's always in the back of my head when co-stars date.
I think that Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes was publicity.
Oh, hell yeah. They're not even on my list. I don't care. Hold on. Nope, they're on my list.
As love to hate?
Yeah.
Or just hate?
Couples I love to hate.
No, I think that they were a real couple and I did like them, but also I kind of support their breakup because she came out as bisexual and she just wanted to find who she was.
Herself.
Yeah.
I get it, but it was just them breaking up. It was kind of sad, and I, like you said, I loved them, but I get it. But I'm also sad, and love is dead. So,
well, okay,
that's what the category is called. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go to the next option. So this is 2 out of 10. All right, 1 through 88.
25.
25. Okay. We are still in the fictional couples at 25.
Did you catch my SpongeBob reference?
What's funnier than 24?
25.
Okay, so this is another throwback to Boy Meets World. This is Alan and Amy Matthews. It's the parents, Corey and Eric's parents.
I think they're lovely.
They are a great couple. They are
Yeah.
hashtag couple goals.
I think they went through one struggle in the show.
Mm-hmm. But they came back, which is real life. Like, that's how a real life couple would be.
Yeah.
You know, nothing's hunky dory all the time. Nobody's perfect, but they loved each other through. Hell, they had a baby when Corey was in college getting married.
That was a surprise.
Yeah. Woo, that was rough. And then we almost lost Amy. Do you remember that?
No.
She was like having the baby and they thought that she was going to die, but it just turned
Oh, well,
then
yeah, because
thought,
she was having a whoopsie.
Yeah. And then they thought the baby was going to die, but then he was fine.
Yeah, no, I think they were good parents. They were a good couple. I
kept
really
the
have a lot to
romance
say about
alive,
them.
but they weren't so like in your face about it.
Sure.
You
They
know,
had a
like,
great
it was-
neighbor.
It all circles back to Feeney too, apparently.
And Eric.
Feeney and Eric and Patrick.
Goals. Talk about couple goals.
It's the trifecta
Yes.
of good men's.
You should have just had an Eric section that said, like, you know, Eric and Jake, Eric and Sean, Eric and Corey, Eric and Beanie.
Eric and Rachel.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, let's admit Eric and Feeney is the best friendship pairing, only to be tied with Cece and Winston.
Yeah.
Most unlikely pairing, but works so well.
Yeah.
I love it.
I agree with that. Yeah.
But yes, Alan and Amy were like great parents. They took care of their kids and then also kids that didn't belong to them.
Like Sean.
So I just remember always seeing that. And it was nice to see like a functional couple, you know, that was parents.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like in TV shows growing up, there was a lot of times when the dad was like stupid or the mom was dead or, you know, so it was just nice to see a mom and a dad making things work. So
agreed. Yeah. I don't have a ton of opinions on them. I think they were just lovely.
Good.
They were just lovely.
They were good. We didn't learn a lot about their backstory. It's not like an Andy and April where they were kind of opposites and then made it work. But from what little we knew about them, they were great.
Yeah.
So, okay. Third pick, 1 through 88.
53.
53. Okay, this is a real couple. I love these two so much. It is Megan Mullally and Nick Offerman.
Oh, I love them.
AKA Tammy too.
Yes.
Ron.
I love Nick Offerman so much.
They are
I
so
love him.
You couldn't create a couple that is more suited for each other than those two.
No, yeah, they're absolutely perfect for each other. And I can't look at her without seeing Will and Grace, but like I'm okay with that.
Karen. Yeah. She's probably okay with you having that picture as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I love them. I think they're so great.
But it's another one of those, there's nothing really to say, but you just love them and you want to see them in things. And they do so well pretending to hate each other. That may be the secret to their marriage, is that they always, well, they haven't done it before, but other than Parks and Rec, they played people that just hated each other so much.
Yeah. But I love when real life couples put each other in their projects as well. Like, I don't know if they're on your list, but Melissa McCarthy and her husband, how he's in every single movie she does in one capacity or another. Well, like, even if he's like, directing it, he still is in it.
He always has some sort of hand in it, whether he's directing it or producing it or whatever.
But he always like puts himself in as a little character too. Like, in Life of the Party, he was an Uber driver. He literally had 4 lines.
Yeah.
But, like, I remember him, like, you know, just because you look for him in her movies.
Yeah. And one of my favorite of so they're on the list as well, as you know, but one of my favorite pairings of them is in Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not an air marshal. She's like, what are you packing?
Yeah.
It's so funny. And then at the end, you see them like making out when they're about to leave or whatever. It was quality content. But yeah, they're another set of couple goals as well. But yeah, Megan Mullally, I don't know how to say her name.
I don't either.
Whatever. And Nick Offerman. Hashtag couple goals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Option or choice number 3 or 4. I don't know what day it is. 1 through 88.
86.
Ooh. Okay. This is going to be a couple we love to hate. Oh my God. This is like the perfect segue. Couples we love to hate. Tammy 2 and Ron.
No way.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That's really funny.
We didn't plan it, obviously.
I did hate Tammy too, but I actually loved their chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you said, like, it was nice that they can play someone that hate each other, but you can still feel the love behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like only people who have true chemistry can do that.
Yeah. Cause like I couldn't fight with somebody that I only halfway like. Cause I tend to like get real mad in fake fights.
Yeah.
So if it was somebody that I actually cared for, I couldn't do it. So that just goes to show how good they are. But yeah, I guess this is kind of a weird love to hate, hate to love type of mix. Cause there are couples in here that I just hate. Can't stand them.
No,
but like this is one of those.
I mean, like I would never want them to be together.
Yes.
But I love their interactions.
When they're on screen together. Yeah. It's so good. Cause it's just like, cause she's always just so overtly sexual. And like Ron is like trying to be good. And he's like, I need to leave.
Everything is an innuendo.
And then when they are together, he becomes this weird, like hippie with the dread or the braids. And
it doesn't eat meat anymore.
How did he become this version of himself that is so terrible? And it's because Tammy 2 is a psycho.
Yeah.
So that's so funny that worked out that way. Good choice, Blake.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so 5th choice, 1 through 88.
44.
44. Okay, this is a real life couple. This one's kind of weird, but I love these two. We're probably not going to have much to say about them, but Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick. So Kira is from The Closer. She's also been in some other stuff, and obviously we all know who Kevin Bacon is. But they've been together since like the 80s.
That's
and
nice.
Just still going strong. And so it's just one of those like real life couples that gives you hope,
Sure.
They have their separate careers that they're not really in anything together. Oh, Kira Sedgwick is also the lady in Brooklyn Nine-Nine that Captain Holt hates.
Oh,
yeah.
I know exactly.
Her name's like Madeline or something. Yeah. So she's married to Kevin Bacon. But I just love that you wouldn't put them together, but they obviously love each other because they've been married for like 30 plus years.
Yeah.
So
she's also in The Game Plan as The Rock's manager.
Yes. Yeah. She's been in a lot of stuff. I know her.
I needed you to give me that Brooklyn Nine-Nine thing, and then I could have put her. I can put her in a lot of things now.
Yeah, he's always burning her. He's got these sick comebacks. She does not lay down.
She holds her own.
Yeah, I was like, she does not take it laying down, but he gets her. He's like talking about her cloven hooves and how she's Satan and stuff. So it's that lady married to Kevin Bacon. But
interesting.
I just like that they've been married for that long.
That's nice.
Nice.
I'll say a couple goals.
Let me see. I want to see how long they've been married. Sorry.
And now you can use elevator music for Googling.
I'll do it. I will do it. They've been married since 1988.
Yeah.
So 33 going on 34 years.
That's impressive.
Still married. Yeah. You love to see it. Couple goals. I don't know anything about them individually, but they've been married for a long time, which is very nice to hear. Okay. 6th choice, 1 through 88.
62.
62. All right. This is the one section we haven't gotten to yet. So this is like good pairing. So people that are in movies together that just work. So for 62, I have Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler.
Yes.
Like I would never put them together, but they're actually best friends in real life.
Yeah.
And so they
filming
have
a movie
that
right
chemistry. Yeah. They were in Murder Mystery together. I love Just Go With It.
I watched that last week. Love that movie.
Like that's when I was really like, oh shit, that makes sense. You know?
I don't know if this is on your list either, but Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore also same. Like
it's not, but yeah, it's one of those that they just work so well together and you just love seeing them on screen. It's weird that they play love interest, but it makes sense in the context of things.
They have comedic chemistry.
Yeah, not necessarily like romantic. Like I would never buy them as a couple in real life, but for the sake of the movie and the jokes and stuff, it works.
Yeah, that like they I've been seeing their photo a lot lately because they're filming Murder Mystery 2 right now. So they're like back on set and they posted a picture and I was like, yes, like I just love them together. I love their friendship. I think it's the best. So yes, couple goals for sure.
And they were like friends before either of them was an actor. Like going back into like the 80s in New York, they both lived there and they were just friends. And then they both just so happened to become actors and be able to work together.
So. That happened. Speaking of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Andy Samberg and the girl who played Gina, like, you know how their storyline on Brooklyn Nine-Nine is that they grew up together and they were neighbors and best friends growing up. That's really their storyline. Like in real life. Really? Yeah. I love that.
Stuff like that. Because you can tell because it's like that's not fake. That's their real chemistry because they grew up together.
Yeah.
It might be exaggerated versions of their personalities, but it's still like
well, in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, yeah.
Yeah. I can't imagine Gina's like that in real life, but
I hope not.
I love her, so she can be like that in real life. I don't care. She's like, hate you, mean it, and then she like leaves.
Yeah. No, I absolutely Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler 100%. Yes.
It didn't make sense until you did it, and then you're like, yes. So yeah, I love it. Love that. Okay. I was about to say episode. 7th choice, 1 through 88.
12.
Oh, okay. We are back into fictional couple land. Oh, we already did 12.
Oh,
that was Lucas and Peyton.
Oh. 15.
Okay. This is also fictional. This is Dion and Murray from Clueless. Cher's best friend, the one who can't drive on the highway, and her boyfriend.
Yeah. I know who they are. I just don't.
They had a minor storyline, but they almost died, and then he still rode in the car with her. So yeah, I don't know. They were just cute because I will not stand by Cher and Paul Rudd's character because they were like half siblings or whatever. It's too weird. I will not. Don't care. It's too weird. There's some sort of relation there. No. So I had to find one from Clueless, and I thought about it, and Dion and Murray were actually very cute.
Yeah, I mean, I remember them being cute. I don't think I was super invested in them.
Yeah.
Which is because they weren't main characters, so I guess I just didn't care.
Yeah. I was trying to draw from like just various shows and movies and stuff, and I remember them like I couldn't remember their names, so I had to Google it, but I was like, oh yeah, that's it.
No, I appreciate your reach. I appreciate your diversity.
Thank you. I had to go into the 90s and get some good stuff.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they were cute. He would always run up to her and like kiss her on the cheek and stuff. So it's cute. So that's why they're on here. And like I said, she almost killed him and he still rode in the car with her. So
true love.
That's love. Okay. Number 8, 1 through 88.
61.
We've already done that one.
Really?
Eric and Jack. Yep.
Oh, nuts.
We've done 60, 61, and 62.
39.
Okay. This you can tell I've been watching a lot of Real Housewives. This is Kyle Richards and Mauricio from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
No idea who those people are.
Kyle Richards is Paris Hilton's aunt. Mauricio is her husband. Rundown of them. Kyle got married when she was 18 because she was pregnant. Or no, she got married and then she was pregnant like right after. Those two divorced like a year and a half later. She met Mauricio when she was in her 20s or whatever, and they've been married ever since. They are one of two couples that are still together throughout the run of the show and just in general. So, and they're very cute on the show.
That's what confuses me about Housewives. The word housewife is in the title.
And yeah, you'd think the husbands would be rich, but I think the thought process is they have so much money that they don't have to work. They just do because they're bored. Yeah. But like all of the, like, at least in the first season, majority of them all work. Mm-hmm. There's one girl that she does a lot of stuff with like charities, which is very real. Because whenever I was working for my aunt and we would help people in Highland Park, a lot of those ladies didn't have jobs because their husbands were very wealthy. Yeah. And so their work was like doing charity events and fundraisers and things like that. So that's,
yeah. Because I mean, my company works a lot with the Dallas housewives. A lot of them have podcasts with us. So like I've met them and I know they do things. I never watched the show. If I'm being honest, I've not seen one single episode. So I don't know anything about it other than like what I hear around the office. And so I just always was very confused because I thought housewife, rich husband, stay-at-home mom that does stuff.
Which is pretty much them, but a lot of these housewives have businesses just because they are probably bored at home. There are two of them. Well, there's one. She is no longer married, but she was rich and her husband was rich separately. And then they were together. So then they were just even richer. Yeah. And then they split up. And then there's one, they've been married since she was like 20 something. So they've grown this. They're in business together. So yeah, housewife is kind of an incorrect term. But the only reason I watch is because I wanted a shitty reality show to watch, and you can only watch Rock of Love so many times. So I settled on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
My Bravo show was Below Deck Med.
Oh, there you go.
Because I work with Hannah Ferrier, and she was having all of these guests on her podcast that were from her seasons of Below Deck, and I never knew what the heck they were talking about. So I was like, all right, I gotta finally just watch the show.
Just gotta buckle down and watch it.
Yeah. And so I made it about halfway through to season 5. Like I was like 4 episodes into season 5, and then I was like, I need to take a break because I felt like I was stalking her. I would like watch her show all day and then record her podcast.
Work with her.
Then, I felt creepy, so I stopped.
Yeah, there's sometimes like I don't watch a ton of reality TV, but there's sometimes I just want to see other people's problems and then not have any sort of connection to it. It's just, and I know it's not all of it's real or whatever, but it's just nice to see. It's nice to have some drama that's not my own, that's not really real in the grand scheme of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and like I said, I watch Rock of Love religiously. It has 3 seasons. So it's like you can only watch that so many times before you're like, okay, I need some other drama. And it was one of those, like, I could watch it and the storylines would kind of continue sort of into the next season. So it's not like watching The Bachelor and then having to start over again.
Yeah.
Here we go. Talking about The Bachelor again. Okay. All right. 9th choice, 1 through 88.
46.
Okay. This is one we're not going to have a lot to say. Well, I'm not, but I love them and they've been married for a long time too. But Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I had a feeling they were going to be on this list because the last 2 that you've had on there of how they've been married for such a long time.
It's so nice to see people being married for a long time.
I do love that they're still together, and I still think of them as being Fred and Daphne. Yeah, I think they're very cute. Yes.
Yeah. Is that where they met? Do you know? Or were they together before that?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
I love a good cute story like that when they meet on a show or a movie and then they actually fall in love and then they get married and then they stay married.
Have you ever watched Once Upon a Time?
Yeah, a long time ago. I stopped watching like into the sixth season because or something like that because the graphics were just so lame.
So, Snow White and Prince Charming, they met on
Mhm.
that show and they are married and have bibas.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that because wasn't he like married?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought he was married and then he divorced his wife and then he got with her.
Are you thinking of Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively?
That's entirely possible. They're on my list as well.
Because they Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively met on Green Lantern, and he was
Right.
with um
Who was he?
Scarlett Johnson.
Oh, Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah,
Was he
yeah.
with
Why did
her?
I say Johnson? I
I
think
don't know.
I could be making that up, but he was with someone else, and then and
He's
then
like, nah,
and they
I like
met
her better.
on the Green Lantern, and they were like, I have feels, but they didn't do anything. And then they both went on, and then they went on a double date, um, both being on dates with other people, and they said that it was probably the most awkward date in the world for their dates because there was just like fireworks flying back and forth between the two of them, and
And
then
then the
they've
other
been
two were just kind of
together
like,
ever since.
yeah, they're cute. They also made my list as well.
Can you tell that I've watched a lot of Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively interviews? Because I
Yeah.
know their first date story.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about it being their first date. And you just
And
like, and
if you
then
hear Ryan Reynolds talking about it, uses the word fireworks.
fireworks. That
Yeah.
seems very on brand for him.
I think you want to talk about couple goals. I know this we haven't gotten to them, but they troll each other on the internet. And I think that's
It's
true
great.
love. Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. I saw
I love
somewhere
them.
that it was like a drama website or something. And it's like, are they shading each other because there's trouble at home or
No,
whatever?
they're
And I'm
shading each
like,
other because they love each other.
because
They're
that's their
freaking funny
personalities.
people.
Yes. And it's one of those that like they're both beautiful people. And then they have this like similar personalities. And so it's one of those like it just makes sense. You can't
Yeah.
explain it. They work so well.
I want a Patrick with Ryan Reynolds energy.
Okay, that's your perfect man, Patrick
Mhm.
and Ryan Reynolds energy.
Yep.
All right, I'd have to think about mine a little bit. Oh, I know Zachary Levi.
Shocker.
Are you shocked? Do you know
You
that
don't
now?
really think about that one.
Have I beat it into your head enough that you remember that that's my man's? Oh my god, he's got such pretty teeth. Okay, anyway, last one for this round of 10. So 1 through 88.
88.
Oh, okay. This is a couple we love to hate. It's very timely too. Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox.
I don't hate them at all.
I love to hate them.
I don't hate
They're
them at
just
all.
so quirky and so weird. I originally had them in my real couple group, but then I was like, they're just so extra and like in your face about it. And yes, daddy. And it's just like, okay.
What I hate is that she broke up with, who was it, Jason Sudeikis?
I don't know.
Who
Because
she
he
was
was
with?
dating Olivia Munn, or he was married to her for a long time.
Who's she dump? Who was Megan Fox with? No. Oh, yeah. No, I'm thinking of Olivia Wilde, who was with um Jason Sudeikis.
Yes.
I'm thinking of oh crap. What's his name? I feel like he was like on 90210.
You're talking about Megan Fox?
Brian Green?
Brian Austin Green.
Yeah.
There it is.
I just got my hot
Gotta
girls
get those wheels
up.
turning. Yep.
Yeah, I got my surprised hot girls mixed up because Olivia Wilde went to Harry Styles and no one saw that coming. And then Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox, no one saw that one coming either. But didn't we though? Because she was in his music video and there was vibes.
She was also in Eminem's music video. That doesn't mean anything.
But Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly are very like no shade to Eminem, but like come on.
Yeah, it was one of those like it makes sense, yes, but it's also like they're just so in your face about how quirky and weird and emo they are, and it's just like, okay, we get it.
I'm fine with it. I watched
be in love. Stop rubbing it in.
I watched a video of them like talking, like doing like a how well do you know me sort of thing, and she asked him like what her sign was or something, and he was like, I don't know, like I don't know that stuff. And she was like, you are a Venus moon rising with like she like knew all these things, and he
She
was like,
knew his whole
okay,
birth chart.
yeah. He was like, okay, like I just like I didn't know that she was weird, but she's weird,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm
Kind of
here for it.
refreshing.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't hate it at all. I'm here for it. And like, have you
Yeah.
seen him bring kids up on stage with him at concerts?
Nuh-uh.
Okay, it's really cute. Like he'll bring kids up that are at his shows, which I'm kind of surprised that there are kids at his shows. But
Yeah.
he'll bring kids up on stage, and they'll and he like gives them the mic, and he like sings along with them and stuff, and it's really cute.
Yeah.
So
All right. You might have changed my mind. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. He's not hot enough for her, which might be part of the problem.
I kind of think he's attractive.
He is, but he's got like fluffy hair, and it's just, I don't know. I think it's because he's tall.
He is
that he's
very
attractive,
tall,
which
and
is
skinny.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
High School Megan would have been all over him.
I could see that for you.
Yeah. But
No
now I like him a
Zachary
little
Levi,
husky
but-
with a beard. So do I have a type? We don't know. That changes every week.
You can't go from
Um,
Zachary Levi to husky and a beard.
Okay, but I like Jake Johnson, and I also like Zachary Levi. So I think my type has a beard,
I love Jake Johnson too.
is on screen, has a beard.
Yeah,
That's all I need.
there you go.
Yeah, it's funny you're talking about birth charts because I saw this thing. It was like a meme, and it was like a guy texting his mom, and he's like, "Hey, mom, what time was I born?" And she was like, "Don't go out with her. Don't talk to her anymore." She was like trying to get his birth chart or something.
That's funny.
Thought it was funny, but
My best friend is really into astrology, and I was talking to her yesterday, and I was talking about, she was like talking to me about dog modeling, and all I wanted to do was eat my popcorn and watch TV. So I was like not really wanting to talk to her. And so I was like, not that I don't love this conversation about dog modeling, but can you just like send me a link or something, and we'll
so I
talk
can read about it later.
Yeah. And she goes, you're such a Taurus. And I was like, I don't know what that means. So okay.
You're like, okay, yeah, sure. I was born in May, whatever.
Yeah. And I did that with, I was talking to her about that with because she was talking about, oh gosh, what was she talking about? I don't know. I think she was just talking about belief systems with like your significant others and stuff. And I was like, well, I don't believe that the month and day that I was born affects what personality traits I have, but here we are. And like she stared at me very intensely, and I was like,
she's like, how could you say that?
Yeah. I was like, I refuse to believe the fact that I was born on May 9th at 10:06 in the morning is why I'm stubborn. Like,
Yeah,
I blame that on my parents.
that's an inherited trait. And oh, shocker, my mom was not born in October. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't necessarily believe it. I think it's interesting to learn about, but it's just the whole like smoke and mirrors thing. If they give you generalities, that's the word I'm looking for. And a lot of people are just like, oh yeah, that's so me. And it's like, yeah, I was born in a different month than you, and it's also me. So but I do think it's interesting to learn about and see kind of like how all of that factors in, and what the different, you've got your moon and your rising and your sun sign and all this stuff. So it's just interesting to see how that all ties in. But yeah, I don't think the day I was born and the placement of the moon, the moon has more effect on my uterus than it does on my personality. So
like I used to be really excited about horoscopes because everyone was so into them and like saying how accurate they can be. And then like it was like, don't go outside today. And I was like, I have school. So screw you.
I have to
horoscope.
go outside.
Yeah. Like, sorry. I have to live my life. Sorry.
I have to
so, like,
human.
I
I'm
just,
not going to stay inside.
Yeah. So I think I tried for a minute and I was like, no. I did get my shells read when I was in New Orleans.
Interesting.
And they were pretty spot on. So, no, I still
there
think
might be something to it, but it's just all too easy.
Yeah, but
he was generalities.
He was reading my shells, not my moons. So,
right. Well, it's like the palm lines on your hand and stuff. I'm like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have similar palm lines to mine. So
I
I don't know.
don't get it.
Tea leaves too.
Yeah. I mean, people say that you and I are very similar, but we were born very, like over 6 months different apart.
Yeah. And I think Taurus is an earth sign, if I'm not incorrect. And then Libra is an air sign. So we shouldn't even share similar qualities.
Mm-hmm. See?
So yeah, it's just
Debunked.
It's all
fake news.
Yeah, it's an earth element. Wow, look at me.
Well, it's a bull, so
but yeah,
that makes sense.
And I think the whole thing they tell you is like, this is most Tauruses, this is most Libras, it's not all of them. And I'm like, well, then how can you say astrology is the be all end all of how my personality is?
Well, I think also she was really pissed because people say that
you shat on her belief systems right in front of her.
Well, no, there's been a bunch of posts saying that the sign, like the dates for your sign have changed. So like technically I'm not a Taurus anymore according to the new dates.
Yeah.
The bullshit. And I was like, science says so. Like, I think that's what started our whole
The CDC said it. So
I honestly think that's what started our whole argument over it. And I was like, the science said so. Like,
who am I supposed to believe? Science or you?
Yeah.
We definitely need to talk about that one day because I think we could have a really fun and interesting conversation and stuff. And I just think it's fun to learn about. But
honestly, Kyla has been asking to be on this podcast for forever. So she can be our guest that day and
she can be our expert and we'll just say a bunch of nonsense and we'll speculate wildly. And then she'll be like, actually, that's wrong. And here's why.
I think she'll end up yelling at me and she might just drive all the way to Austin to slap me in the face, but worth it.
Worth it. That's good content right there.
Yeah.
That's TikTok,
YouTube, World Star.
Hey. You just getting smack shows up on World Star. Is that a website anymore? I don't even know.
From my 5'2" best friend.
Dang, she's tiny.
She's very small.
She'll still smack the shit out of you though. I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that is our second round of couple goals and our opinions on horoscope. We hope you enjoyed it.
We did.
Send us your signs. We did. Yes, we have a great time. But yeah, so follow us on Twitter or Instagram at crwc podcast. Nope. Yeah. Yes. It's late. I don't know where I'm at. Send us an email. They're like, blink twice if you're in trouble. Like they did with Brittany. Wear a yellow shirt if you're in danger.
Oh my gosh.
We'll talk about Fruit Brittany another time.
Yeah, and another one that we could do a whole episode on.
We've got so many lists of topics that we can do. Yeah, subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Culture Rhymes with Culture. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Just search CRWC Podcast because we do YouTube now. Leave us a review. Send us an email with your birth chart to crwcpodcast@gmail.com. And we will see you next week. Blake, hope you have a great week running sound for your little musical.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I think by the next time we record, I'll be starting my new job.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't know if you wanted to like announce it. So
I don't even care. It's fine. Whatever. I don't care. I'm going to take it. I will officially tell them on Monday I'm taking it. And then I will have to have a very serious conversation with my boss. So that's going to be fun.
Megan moving up in the world.
Happy Valentine's Day to me. I get to have a very uncomfortable conversation. And it's not a DTR, baby. All right. Well, we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.